There's a little grass in this sucker. Let's see what it smells like. You know, like small shit. God, it smells good. That's like some old, like not nasty old gas. This is when they had lead in it, so it actually still kind of smells good. I found this thing somewhere. I don't remember where I got it. I remember seeing it going, holy shit, that thing's so cool. Somebody took the time to wrap it, or I'm assuming they put like doily on it and then glued it some way. But they even did the handle. It was done really good. I think I'm going to do a little faux brushing on it and kind of bring the color out of it because it's so dark in there. And this is the original Goodsprings Mercantile. So this is a general store right here. The Ford garage was right there, like within 50 feet of where we're at. This was the general store. So you could come in here and get a tire, gas, food, anything kind of you want. It was a general store. And this was one of the original tire covers. So if you came in here and you had the spare tire on the back of your car, this would go on it. Pretty cool. Really neat to even find one of these. Usually they're rotten and gone by now. But this has got to be, well, it's from the 1920s. Maybe even earlier. But right around that time. So this thing right here is 100 years old. And I found it in there, and I'm going to put it on the tire and display it in the shop. As soon as I cleaned it up a little bit. Looks like it'll clean up pretty nice without taking the letters off. We're at day 2 on trying to get this store decorated, getting ready for the big fallout. And just honestly trying to get it ready for any people, fans, or whoever wants to come out and check this place out. But I'm trying to decorate the store. The stuff that I got here. And I've actually found some pretty cool stuff that was already on the property. Like this, for instance, this cool little tire cover, which absolutely needs to go back up on here because this was probably on a tire in the general store back in the 20s. Right here. I know it's kind of hard to believe to use some of this neat old shit that people don't think about. It's old antiques and stuff. Think that this thing's 100 years old and it's still alive. Shit, you can't even go buy a new one. Like all these guys drive around with their Jeeps with their covers on the back of their Jeeps. These things are rotted out in the first frickin' 2 months. But this, well, of course, it was probably never on a car. But what a cool piece, man. Kind of got this top piece done up here. This is an old Hawthorne bicycle, skip tooth. So, which is pre-World War II. But that bike right there is probably 1917. Somewhere in there. Early, yeah, I'd say 1917 is my guess on that bike. And it's freaking complete. Found that up in Montana in a shed maybe 4 years ago. Been waiting for, well, 3 years ago. I've been looking for a place to put it. That worked out really good. It's got the original bell on it for, or horn I should say. But I'm assuming that the tires that are on it, they probably rode that bike for maybe a couple of years and then parked it. And it sat in this old shed. Man, I wish I could find some footage of me finding that thing because it was really cool. But that one is an original Hawthorne. Skip tooth. Everything is there except for the front fender, and I have it right here, but it got crushed. At some point, I found it. But one of these days, I'm gonna get my shop put back up over here. I'm gonna try to get it straightened back out. Well, actually curved back out. But you can see where they broke in half and they bolted it together. I mean, honestly, they riveted it right here and there and then put the bolts on it there. They riveted it. Heated it up and riveted it back together. It's just old history, man. Old stuff. Anyway, thought that'd be a great place for it. It's a good centerpiece. It looks pretty good up there. So now I gotta work on some lighting so I can light it up so it looks really good. This side over here is just some gas and oil stuff. I got the Goodsprings Mercantile spare tire cover up there. Now I'm gonna start to decorate around there a little bit with some more stuff. Here we got the little tuba up there. Thought it'd make a good light. So if you've ever seen when you watch Vegas Rat Rods and we did the freak show, I found this and I had it laying in the back of it as part of the display just for the creepy carnival thing. It's been laying around my yard forever, and I thought it'd make a nice little centerpiece light. So we just put a light in there for now, but I think I'm gonna change it up and then maybe do a little more decorating up there with some other stuff, and it'll look good. It's gonna be a cool little store. So if you're in Vegas and you want to come out to Goodsprings, we're gonna have some shirts here. We'll have some coffee mugs. We'll have a bunch of little knickknacks in this store. So come on out, check it out. It'll be kind of fun. We'll open up the gates, let you come in and walk through here. And eventually we're gonna open up for tours through the property. But right now I'm still kind of under construction. But this is going good. It'll look good here, and probably by the end of the day, hopefully have this cleaned out, have some more signs up. There's gonna be a lot more going on in here, so better get going. So these mile marker signs are one of one ever produced. These are 1930. I was gonna buy a couple from a friend, but God, they were so expensive. These ones here I've been collecting for a long time. They're the these are the Auto Club SoCal sign. So these are really actually pretty rare to have, especially in Goodsprings. That's why I was so thrilled to. I bought this sign before I knew I was ever going to move to Goodsprings. But because I was such a Las Vegas, collector, Kingston basically is Sandy Valley. I do have, I almost got one that said Sandy Valley too. But Sandy Valley's it's about 15 miles from here. And this is Goodsprings, which is right here. And Las Vegas is 36 miles. And Jean, which is right down here. So this was probably down the road a little ways, I'm assuming. I haven't really geeked out and figured out exactly where it was sitting, but believe me, I've thought about it to go figure it out. Because where the bullet holes went through, it's not letting me set it flat. I don't want to cut them off and cause a problem. these for something. We'll brush out with a little bit of white. Might be able to bring some color out of it. 1931. I think I can use all these. You know what these are? When you used to get a Coors Light, you used to pull it out. Little. This was the shit back in the day, man. And I remember my dad drinking Coors out of these. Somebody spent a lot of time making this little daisy chain thing. No, I found these in a junkyard. Somebody had already made these, but I knew what they were, and I was like, man, that's a lot of work. You ever seen Vanishing Point? So on Vanishing Point, or no, it was this dude that had this little hot chick that was riding around naked on this motorcycle in the desert. And he comes out, dude, he's got one of these as a headband. This is his headband. This was his headband. He used to make headbands. All kinds of shit out of these.